But up against Cloud9, it's not the best start. Cloud9 are absolutely on fire right now, but it'll be a good gauge as to where Heroic are. They're on the T side now, and they'll be heading towards the B bomb site. There is a boost, though. Skadoodle and co waiting for them as they go quickly towards B, but Yugi looking to lock them down. He can actually push them right up here. He should get a couple of kills. He'll get the first, takes down Rush, but Stewie and Skadoodle arrive.
Yeah, great job from Skadoodle to pull back into the site. He is great with the silenced USP. It's a skill that a lot of people don't attribute to him because he's so renowned with the AWP. Yugi as well, another AWP that I certainly enjoy watching when he gets a good game, when he gets rolling. Bomb defused, Cloud9, great retake, even with the forward stance to be aggressive and hold off.
Oh, yes.
The approach to allow the bomb plant, so very good, quick, concise kills to A, even though the bomb went down, not allow a post-plant setup, and B, get in the site and swarm them as quickly as possible.
There he is. Very happy coach at the back there. Perfectly retaken B bomb side there. It was a boost towards the back of the B. They got a nice early call, didn't give too much up there. Good trades, and you see Stewie rotating in very quickly. He'll be swinging around the map and finding kills. They get the bomb down though, Heroic, so it's not all lost. They'll be buying up in the third round, it seems, and they're going for another fast B play here. Have a look at the rifle situation for Cloud9. They have got 2 of those. 3 SMGs and automatics, not wasting any time. They're pushing towards that short pipe. Only gets 1. Surprising for a player his caliber. I thought he'd get a couple there, but he's going to take Rubino with him as Tarek does get the drop on him. There should be a couple more frags. It'll be an easy Cloud9 round here. If Heroic can find 2 kills, that'd be great. They'll only get 1, but like we said, AK's coming out in the third here. Pretty standard stuff so far. It is a CT-sided map. I'm surprised Heroic would be playing Overpass on their inaugural showing of Rubino, but it was a map they were good on before. This is where Yugi will go absolutely ham. He's very, very aggressive with the AWP, especially on that CT side, so watch out for that between him and Skadoodle. That should be quite a fun matchup. Get to number 3 here, like I said. The AK is coming out now. Cloud9, we'll see if they get an extra rifle. Got 3 of them now. It's not the end of the world. A player went down in the previous round. And we'll have a look at the setup for Heroic. So far, showing both their tactics towards the B bomb side, but this looks like more of a default setup. It's going to be aggression coming in from the CTs, but Nico up close and personal. Here's them fall back. And the CTs won't be pushing any further. They won't be going towards the fountain at least. Just throwing some grenades towards the T-steps. Nico did take one in the face. He goes towards the bathrooms. And I'll tell you what, Skadoodle's rifle is getting better and better as time goes on. As he finds 3 kills in total, Matthew. What the hell just happened? Why are they walking into him?
It's almost like Skadoodle's just the most well-rounded player on the team. Out of certain instances and certain times, he certainly does have a rifle that's destroying Heroic in the first gun round. Such an unfortunate affair. You're right. 1 at a time, over and over, not establishing anything.
But what is that? That's not even a default. That's 3 players running to bathrooms.
It's growing pains that you'd think would be at least overcome. A default should be the first thing you establish as a new team.
They tried to trade, I understand that, but that's not how you trade frags. You don't just run and keep facing the same guy over and again. As soon as your teammate goes down, you need to be there instantaneously, ready to refrag. And Skadoodle, I'd love to see that from his POV if possible. That sounded really nice. He was just holding deep in the bathrooms there, 1 angle to hold, tapping away at the heads. Brilliant stuff from the team Orpa, no less. So there we go, 3-0, and this is not a great start for Heroic. But remember, those are best of 3. They can warm up into this series. We'll have a look at the fragging situation. Only 3 kills picked up after 3 rounds for Heroic. This will be a little partial buy here. No armor to speak of. They'll have P250s, a Deagle, and a CZ for Snappy. He is the in-game leader. Look out for Modi as well. Very experienced player. Safe pair of hands. As we'll see, Cloud9 just coasting right now. Don't really have to do much at all here. See Skadoodle lighting them up once again with that M4A4. 2 frags coming in. He wants a little bit more. Pushing through towards that fountain. Nico finally takes him down. But Stewie, he's no stranger to these sort of frags. Has the AK-47 now. Might find himself going down to Nico. He has actually got a very strong Deagle. Has the M4A4 now. 2-on-1. Has a slight chance of winning this one. I'm not going to get too excited just yet. But he has got 65 HP, the M4A4, 2 kills. But no armor, no nades.
So surprising they've contested this so closely considering how the first gun round went.
You can see that's Cloud9. They know they don't have to go that aggressive there, but they're trying to set the tone for the rest of the game. They're going to be very fast, finding the kills all over the map. And it has come back to bite them somewhat, but still fine. Their money's going to be okay. That's if Nico doesn't win this, of course.
Well, he's got 2 kills. He doesn't have armor. He's down to 65 HP and getting closer and closer to the ace site. I was going to say, if Tarek's not careful about backing up and checking his angles, could be caught off for a free shot. But, well read, well discovered. And 4-0 for Cloud9. Money back in the hands for Heroic. And this does cost, look, in certain situations, you know, we talk about, yeah, okay, you're just getting exit frags. That's fine and well if you're the team in the lead, but if you're playing from behind, every kill counts because you're forcing reinvestment, which is what they've done to Cloud9. The fact they go to double op at this point in time as well is going to bring them down. The only two players, I mean, Rush is sitting pretty, but Tarek's not bad either. The other three are actually in a point where if they lose this round, they're not going to be amazingly set for cash. Snappy, aggressive. Tarek's flashed in. He can't find kills. Fully blind. Yugi's got him down. Cloud9 go aggressive, and it doesn't pay off.
Very aggressive there. Tarek flashed to no end. It will be a 5-on-4. Quick frag from Yugi. Not going to be able to afford the AWP just yet, but like you said, double AWP set up for Cloud9. That's Automatic and Skadoodle. Usually Stewie is the secondary AWP, but Automatic does dabble as well. They've got a lot of options in terms of the AWP potential. There's young Stu there in the connector, takes down Rubino, levels things out to a 4-on-4. I would say pound for pound, Cloud9 have got such an upper hand in terms of firepower on this team. Every single player can perform at an extremely high level. Rush, a player that wasn't really on many of our radars for the majority of maybe 2016, started to come to life in 2017 with Optic and everything like that. But in this Cloud9 team, I think he's been stellar. I think he's been really, really good and an instrumental part as to their success at the major. Watch out for him as the tournament develops. So 4-on-4, 45 seconds. In terms of utility, we've got 3 smokes for Heroic and a pretty decent amount of map control, actually. You can see they've got the bathrooms here heading towards Long A. No real presence there from Cloud9 whatsoever. Good smoke, though, from the CTs. That's going to buy them quite a lot of time. Snappy setting up for the smoke towards the A bomb site, but Stewie's coming in behind, and that's an easy flashbang for Skadoodle to avoid, and he'll be ready to take down some frags here, but Stewie did get dropped from the connector.
So another flash will go deep. Smokes to both sets of stairs. Great shot, Skadoodle to find Snappy. Rush going to rotate over in the back line, but meanwhile, in the front of the site, bomb was dropped temporarily. They've got to recover that. Exactly, because time, yeah, gone, done already on that shot alone from Automatic behind the truck. The round over. Oh, I take it back. Yugi got there in time. I didn't think he was going to get the angle. What a win from them, because all right, fair enough. It's the first round at 4 and 1 player left alive, but he gets the op for it. I didn't think he was even going to get to Automatic, and I'm surprised Automatic didn't read the sound better and hide.
That's insane. There was 1 second remaining where Yugi got that final frag. You can see what Automatic was trying to do. Just hide behind the truck there, run the timer down, and Yugi managed to just rush towards him and win the round. The problem is, though, for Heroic, they win the round, sure, but as you can see, 1 player surviving, no real bank accounts established. They're going to be having 2 UMPs here. A couple of AKs. This is a failed incendiary from the CTs there. That's not ideal. But Yugi now has the AWP. That was recovered by himself in the previous round after winning it. So a chance for him to start waking up here as we get into round number 6. If Heroic can win this one, I assume the money's going to be very low indeed for Cloud9. More defensive setup this time. You can see Tarek actually joining the B bomb site. They're facing towards the walls to avoid any potential flashbangs that come in. Have a smoke deployed there just to keep the terrorists at bay. More map control towards that bathrooms area. Stewie does detect them though, just buying himself a little bit more time as well. Skadoodle, pretty unorthodox spot for the AWP. Most AWPers will sit by the flower bed and look towards Long. He's actually watching the bathrooms and waiting for anyone to cross over. This is very standard stuff from Heroic. Get the connector, head towards the bathrooms. This is what we call the default. If you hear us using that buzzword.
So Ska with connector gets some information toward the top of the stairs. Seems to be somewhat aware that Snappy could be out in front. Good read and great kill. Easy at that point in time. So Snappy tries to throw the smoke toward A to sell the fact that they could be heading in that direction, but Skadoodle instantly spots that he falls back and he knows that he's alone, so they won't over-rotate on this. In fact, they're going to completely shut down the take toward water, towards short, and now all attention turns to Monster. It's the only other place on the map they could be. Great information from Skadoodle alone, and a good hold from Cloud9 in the B site brings it 5-1, and as you say, 1 player winning in the previous round, or staying alive during the win in the previous round. Instant reset for Heroic.
Instant reset, harsh reset. Double E can potential -4 spy here with CZ's P250s and see what they can do. Heroic know they're up against it with this game, and not ideal situation in terms of them just bringing Rubino in. He's hardly like an amazing fragger. He's a real experienced, safe pair of hands, like I mentioned. Like he'd be really good on the CD side for 1-2 frags. Cerebral play, good in the clutches, but he's not going to be bringing a ton of firepower. And like I said, the force by coming in, Tarek should be able to get a couple of kills there. There's 3 in total for Cloud9. It's going to be 1 player remaining. That's going to be Nico. This force by didn't amount to too much. But there we have it. Cloud9 in a very strong position right now. It'll be a full eco for Heroic next round. They really need to get the bomb down here. B rush again. You can see they are quite limited in terms of their overall strategy depth. We've seen 3 B rushes now. We've seen a couple of defaults. Nothing too detailed. The only round they won was down to a very tight clutch from Yugi with 1 second remaining. That was a round he shouldn't have won potentially. But Nico might get one more. Not meant to be. Cloud9 look very comfortable indeed.
Yeah, I think comfortable is a good word for it. They talked about being slightly jet lagged. Look, I know it's been a meme in the past and an excuse, etc. It's a real thing. It definitely is something that you have to learn to deal with. But early in the morning, they're off to a great start. Tarek looking sharp. That was the cool thing, I think, with the Cloud9 team. And we're seeing it over and over again now at this point, but especially in the major final. Everyone on this team is so capable of stepping up in the moment.
Absolutely. There's so much potential here.
So flash quickly toward Monster. Tarek to check it. He actually keeps his back turned. I thought he might go all the way around the corner. Instead, Stewie's got the spray down. Straightforward. He's got to switch over to the pistol because they're going to try and overwhelm him, but he's aware that they're there. He could go for the ace as well. Automatic, you're rude. I mean, they're basically the same person, right? Isn't that the joke? So that's still an ace.
Yeah, I guess it does count. I remember the major as well. Automatic had the chance of a few aces that got denied, so maybe it's a bit of revenge, potentially. What have we got here? Oh, it's a little replay. This is Skadoodle and Stewie having a bit too much fun. I think we need to tone him down a little bit there. Going for aces and taking down Glocks, no armor. There's the lovely replay as we get into round number 9. Another buy available for Alex. 7-1 down. Very early days. Let's not get too excited just yet. They can still come back and win the half, remember. So until I see double digits for Cloud9, we'll stay confident for Heroic here. You can see the odds coming in. And this looks like a pause for the Heroic side. I'm having a look. I've got a lovely PC here. We've got a great setup here at StarSeries. Thank you for them. And we're going to have AKs and no open I can see.
But first time we're back in the actual cyber arena.
Yeah, I just want to give that a shout out. It's nice to have this sort of venue. It's surprising, like, they haven't really used it before. They've always
so typically this is a gaming cafe out front. Right. So it takes a lot to clear it out and designate it to a tournament for this.
But it's just perfect, right? Like this is actually a really nice looking event. You can see on the cameras, really clean setup, and teams are next to each other. A bit of banter going on until the start. Here's the aggression once again. Cloud9 like to mix things up, and it will be Yugi to take down Stewie. I think Cloud9 don't have to really present those kind of tactics. When they're playing their kind of passive setups, they're actually winning the majority of the holds. But still, 5-on-4, and remember, Heroic have no AWPs once again. They really are clutching at straws in terms of these buys. There's little Yugi there, holding towards the playground position. Did find Stewie 2K. Automatic. He's on the A side. Do not be mistaken by that X-Ray. And now, this is Heroic just waiting up for any sort of reaction play. Overpass is a map where if you lose a player very early on like that, you usually see CTs maybe hunting for information, pushing off short, flashing through, and trying to get the trade if possible. They're not going to do that, though. They're confident that they've got the AWPs here. So many good fraggers on Cloud9 can handle themselves for a couple of kills. As Tarek, he's in a one-and-done position. If he got traded there, that would be a bit of a nightmare, but knows he has to work a little bit harder for the kills. Spots one. You can see his little reaction there. And he'll fall back now. He's trying to run the timer down. The fact it's down to 35, and we still have incendiaries on the CT side. That's really good news for Cloud9. They've realized that. That's why I go back to the bomb side now. They'll deploy those incendiaries about the 22nd mark if they can. One more smoke for Rush. That's really well played. You can see this is stifling for Heroic. And now they need to work out what their plan is. Tarek on the A side. Remember, there's the incendiaries coming in. You'll see Tarek deploy his momentarily, I'm sure. As the smokes come through, automatic on that secondary orb once again. Spots a couple, 10 seconds. Omar, they've let us a little bit too late. Easy frag for automatic. Tarek lighting them up, and this is Heroic is waiting way too long. 5 seconds. Can't even win the round now if they tried.
Yeah, no Yugi Heroics this time.
No, definitely not. Kill them now. I would say it's worth it for automatic to go for this pick. Rush knows it. Even if they lose another one, it was worth it, just to kind of remove all the money from Nico there. But they do manage to save the AK-47s.
Very fast reset time at the end of the rounds in this config, by the way. It seems a lot quicker. So you're going to see people be, A, more effective in saving weapons, and B, less likely to pick up weapons after the round. So make note of that throughout.
Oh, force buy for Heroic, getting pretty desperate now. So they've got the 2 AK-47s. A lot of pressure towards Nico and Modi. It's the Danish Nico. If anyone doesn't maybe watch too much Counter-Strike, there's a lot of Nikos in CSGO.
3, I think.
Yeah, and there was 4 with the Dignitas Nico was kicking around as well.
That's right.
But this guy, he's a very talented player, actually. He's young. He came onto the scene about 2016. He is a decent player, very good at the deagle, especially. A lot of the Danish players are. Modi, he was a 1.6 legend, as Natu was explaining on the analyst desk. He's not as hard a frag as he used to be, but he's still, like Rubino, I guess, very experienced and very good at displaying good fundamental Counter-Strike.
Started with Fnatic.
Exactly, right. Way back when.
Yep, he was one of the original
that was
Fnatic
Zipex
members.
was playing in that one as well, right?
Yep, and he actually stayed, I think, with Schneider when it shifted to an all-Swedish lineup. He actually stayed on board when Zipex and everyone left and went toward the Danish lineups. Copenhagen Wolves, I think, or Western Wolves. I can't remember.
Wolves,
yeah, I think it was Western Wolves is where they went first. So
look at
picture-in-picture
Stewie.
because Stewie is perfectly positioned behind them. You're seeing both sides of the pincer effect and shut down immediately. Monty does get the kill back, which opens up the map, and they only go 1 for 1 on that. So it doesn't work out as perhaps good as you'd expect on that flank. But even still, Rush has information, and he's going to spot Yugi. There's not much to work with on the heroic side.
Not really at all for Stewie, because he didn't actually get that kill. He had them all lined up in front of him, and that's rare for him to miss an opportunity like that. He missed the kill. It was Rush that backed him up and took it down, but still they maintain a man advantage. And Matt, again, they've got 20 seconds, and they're heading to A now. Look how far away the bomb is. It's in the connector right now with less than 20 seconds. They have no choice but to run in there now, and Nico has to clear some space. 14 seconds. Have they got any chance of winning this one? It looks like they might do. Tarek, he denies absolutely everything. 2 versus 1. Nico, 1 HP. They need to be faster on these approaches. They can't go into the bomb site with 10 seconds remaining. Nico by himself, waiting for his teammates to rotate through. He's going up short, and he has no choice but to get in there and find map control. He got 1 kill, but the trades came through, and Cloud9, once again, looking very comfortable. And they're losing the first pick consistently. It's not for lack of trying heroic in their first pick, but they're doing nothing with it. That's a massive problem in this one. They don't really seem to have the assertiveness to really capitalize in these sort of rounds. We'll see Deagle's armor, that's what we call a partial buy, as the loss bonus starts to swell. We're at maximum now, so we better buy up next round. This is looking quite worrying, though, for heroic. I did say about the double digits mark when it's 10-1 down. That's when I start saying this game could be over. CZs, Deagles, but I guess the good news is, like we said, it's one of the first times we've seen this particular format, a stacked tournament, lots of teams here, and we're doing best of 3 Swiss format. I love the Swiss format, but the problem with it has been best of 1s, and it's always a bit random and favors underdogs. This certainly doesn't. This is actually going to be separating the men from the boys.
Good shot, Nico, at least to get one back. Trades off. But that's been offset by Tarek, who sits in the connector. They're going to try and go back and make amends with that to at least be able to control a take toward the side. Unfortunately, they aren't successful in doing so. They lose the bomb in the process. And although Monty's picked up a gun, he'll be shut down by Rush. 10-1 procedural at this point. Remember, best of 3s. Don't say that at the top of your screen, but best of 3 Swiss system all the way throughout this tournament. Double up setup back in play for Cloud9 and lots of money. They've established that without any real conflict, I would say. 6 rounds in a row now for them.
They've got lots of money as well. 12k in automatic. Similar story for Skadoodle. Not so much in the other guys, but they've still got 1 buy in the bank. Don't get me wrong, 5k reserved after having a full buy. That's still very good news. I don't know if that paints a picture for you. Quite a grim one for heroic, perhaps, as we get into round number 12 here. More aggression for Stewie. He has been going down consistently at the start of rounds. This time he finds the advantage. He's not done just yet, it seems. Nice incendiary towards the end of connector there, just like you saw, just to allow him to pick towards short there and know he's bought himself some time. Modi cowers in the corner. 5 on 4. Heroic have had that advantage at the start of most rounds, and that's quite surprising considering the scoreline. Stewie, very versatile and quick with the AWP as he looks for more kills here. I'm trying to work out where Heroic will go with this one. That's another kill for Stewie. Absolutely. Modi just walks into the crosshair. Getting bullied right now. And now Tyler can just fall back. He doesn't have to do anything with this one. They've got a 5 on 3. Run the timer down again. It's where Heroic have looked sloppy when they actually have to commit to bomb sites. Looks like Stewie still wants to fight, though. This is so bizarre that he's still actively hunting for kills. I guess he can afford to. Nico's on the other side, and Stewie presumably goes down with this one. I would assume Nico definitely kills him. There we go. And it's a bit disappointing that Cloud9 don't have the discipline to fall back there, but I guess they're making a statement that they're going to be completely ravishing their opponents in this tournament. They're certainly one of the favorites, being the current major champions.
Sure.
And I guess that boosts their confidence. All the young players in this team, and just having the swagger of coming in as the major champions. You know, like
I don't recall who it was, but at CS Summit, someone tweeted saying like Cloud9 is scary with this level of confidence.
Absolutely.
Right now.
I said that going into the major. I said, like, if they can play like this in the group stages like they were, we've got a major winning team here. It's unbelievable, the level they can play at when they're confident. And I think just winning a tournament like that, it's really kind of shaped them up, and you can see the way they're playing right now. It's just stellar. 10 seconds again, Heroic got no chance of winning this. Yugi just needs to try and save the AWP. I was about to say, Tyler, go for the backstab, lock him in, lock the doors, don't let him leave. And Yugi definitely goes down here.
Oh, no.
1 second, no money, I'm afraid, for that young man. I'll just confirm that. I was right on the money. Yep, no
close.
money.
Yeah, you're $100. Wow, and loses the op in the process. That's about as bad as it gets.
So let's look at the scores on the doors while we have a little break here. Rubino, the new signing, not going well for him. 1 and 12. Modi, 1 and 11. Snappy, 4 and 12. You can see no one's fragging at all for Heroic. We've got a little animation here, something about skins.
Yeah, you can trade in all your terrible Glocks for some amazing skins.
Good green screen work there. Give you that. Not just skins, but future.
I want that
I
machine.
don't know what that means, but I like it. But service. Okay, well, there we go. 11-1, Heroic. This is dire now. They're going to have to buy again with the Galils, the AKs, no orbs, and there's Russian automatic on your screens. I got to speak to Rush properly for the first time in the major. He's a lovely young chap.
He's good. I like Rush. I've always enjoyed talking with Rush. I didn't talk to him as much, obviously, when he was in Optic. When he was with Cloud9, now we see him more frequently.
Well, Cloud9's a lot more like a social team. It feels like everyone there is kind of good friends and like kind of they're a tight-knit unit.
They're pretty similar in their personalities. They're all pretty laid back.
Yeah, they're good guys. I like them.
That 2 into 1 won't work, boys. One at a time, single file.
11-1, boys, and Galils, Deagles, and yes, it's definitely a kill for Skidoo. That's easy for him. Set him up like that with no flashbangs, you're going to get punished for, I'm afraid. Nika goes down, and that's another disappointing round for Heroic. You can see they got wrecked by the Molotovs and the blocking and confusion and spawn at the start. Skadoodle, he can afford to have a bit of fun here. They've got no real utility to execute on the site. Snappy asking for trouble here, doesn't get tagged up, and will go down eventually. And this is looking like Skadoodle wants to take everyone down with him. Going for that very difficult shot towards the rock. Has he got some backup? He has indeed. That's going to be Stewart coming in, trying to take him down. He'll succeed. Going down in the flames. Rubino can't get off the 1 kill mark. And this is another definite round. This could be a 14-1 half. That is quite cool, actually, isn't it?
This is the confidence we talk about. Skadoodle's just like, yeah, I'll take every peek, no problem. Jump peeking at times. Taking every shot, yeah. Peace out. I'm pretty sure if we watched the body, it probably just went like full SpaceX and didn't quite make it to the landing pod. Because that, again, go for a boost at long. Like, hey, they're still here. Let's not back off to the site like you might do. Let's not be smart. Let's just boost up and wreck them. So, 12-1, and yeah, Heroic, first game as a new team, but this is going to be very, very difficult for them. Those odds, whew, those are a lot closer than I would have expected coming into this game.
Absolutely, yeah. There's your betting odds. So I think this is a partial buy, trying to go for that 12-3. Like, you can always win these rounds. There's always a chance. It looks like it's going to be potentially a 13-2 half. I think with the kind of the fun Cloud9 to happen, they'll probably slip up a little bit towards the end. I think 32 is realistic at this point. Stewie, guaranteed kill on at least 1. There's 2 of them going down. And it's difficult to keep up with all the frags that are coming in. Skadoodle will get the call that they've got the Deagles and they're pushing towards middle. That's another easy frag. Where are the trades? There's no synergy from Heroic right now. That's one thing I'm noticing. Definitely got the skill to find opening kills, but they're not really doing much with them. They're not executing properly. They're not waiting and then going in as a pack. There's a lot of segregation and confusion, it seems like. And I don't hold that against them. It's a new team, and Snappy will get a couple of kills. We've still got a lot of work to do here. Hasn't recovered a weapon. Oh, he has. So sorry.
He had the AK all the way around. He's fully looted. Wow, I've been playing way too much PUBG.
You have.
He's fully loaded. That's what I was going for.
Yep.
Don't call me out. Either way, the fact that he got behind them, I thought he was going to stick that plant because he would have thought that they were so far out in bathroom, surely that they would be alone on the A site without that information that he was behind them. So he may have missed an opportunity to bring this into a more sustainable 1 versus 2 post plant and have more time gone on the bomb when they arrive. He still manages it because Cloud9 decide this time to be smart, to be disciplined, to be tactical. And they're aware, that he is there. He's stared it down as well. not only did the smoke dissipate enough for him to probably see the silhouette, but if you stare into the smoke long enough at someone, your radar will eventually indicate. So down he goes. Rush was already in behind him. They pinched him. They got the information, and it's 13-1.
Yeah, I'm more certain it was the radar play there. You can see Automatic looked way too confident he was in that smoke. So there we go, 13-1, decent attempt by Snappy, but at this point, you can't hurt the economy of Cloud9. You need to be winning rounds, putting them on the board. Good work by Snappy to even get the bomb down. We'll set them up for a bit of cash for the final round. They'll have a full buy here in number 15, but I'm sorry, I hate to be the pessimist. I know I usually am, but 13-1 against Cloud9. This game is done. They'll be looking for the next one. At this point, just try and warm up and see what you can do as you develop into the series. That's the good news. Like we mentioned, this is the best of 3, and they can always get back into it. We'll have a look whether they can get the 13-2. I'd say from what I've seen so far, maybe not, but this is better. This is what you should be doing. Just getting it as a group, focusing on one area, see if you can trade out the kills. You know that Cloud9 are being a little bit overzealous, perhaps, as Stewie waits them in the bathrooms. They need to make sure they trade this frag. Flashes come in, and they are pretty decent. There we go. That's much better. Go and face these choke points at the same time. Just disallow those multi-frag opportunities, and we'll have a 4-on-4. This favors the T's.
Tarek to corner, and pretty much everyone to walk out in front of him. Good play, Nico. Good shot. Best to give praise where praise is due.
This is better. This is what they should have been doing. You know, they had very slow default to get the opening pick. They did nothing with it. Now they're like throwing caution to the wind. They're like, you know what? Let's just go in a group, trade out frags. We know we've got the potential to do that. And Nico shows us that skill I know is in there somewhere. But it might be too little too late at this point. They'll probably win this round. But still, 13-2, you can't even afford to lose a pistol at that point. And as we saw in the beginning of this game, Cloud9 very well versed in terms of pistol rounds. 3-on-4 now, 30 seconds remaining. They can't allow themselves to go in at 10 seconds again.
Ooh, good spot from Snappy. Just got
Ball
behind, but so is Rush. He's behind the ball. Good play in the bathrooms. Goodbye, Marty.
That's so sick from Rush. Young Will getting it done. It's going to be Yugi to try and clutch this one out. He's got 15 seconds and a bomb to plant. He has locked in the A-bomb site. As you can see, Automatic, and let's get the pistol out and just try and deny the bomb at this point. And he spots him. Has to be a no-scope from Yugi here. Won't land it. 14-1. Brilliant half from Cloud9. And they're really sending out a message to the rest of the
kills for Marty, 2 kills, or excuse me, 1 kill for Rubino.
See that, 1 for 15.
Those are 2 players that bring the experience to this team, I'm afraid to say. So that is a problem. Nico gets 13. He's the highest on the team. He's the only one even in contention, to be fair. It's just an absolute battering by Cloud9. Started with the pistol round. They may have won round 5, but that's all they got. Look at Rush. Thanks for playing. I appreciate you boosting my stats so I can be in the top 20 on HLTV at the end of the year. Might as well start now.
Might as well get stuck in. But yeah, this is... I'm sure you're not that silly at home. You know that Heroic needs to win this pistol. If they don't, it's going to be match point already.
That's more the odds I was going to say. 1-16. That seems
at this
more
point, yeah.
reasonable.
If you
that actually might be the
scoreline.
scoreline.
Chuck in 50 euros now for Heroic. Like you can make a lot of money, but that's just not feasible, is it? I don't think that's
I keep that 50 euros.
Yeah.
That can buy you a few milkshakes.
Well, there we go. It's going to be now, what have we got? 3 sets of armor, a smoke, a couple of flashbangs, Molotov, and I'm not sure we'll see much more of Overpass, but you never know.
Well, with that said, Stewie will take over bathrooms. He's not alone. He's got Tarek toward long. Good timing. And they'll set and ready themselves to try and take the A site, seemingly. Only Automatic down toward the stairwell. He's going to cut off rotations. Rubino and Snappy have gone aggressive towards short, which means 3 players in A for Heroic because they haven't seen anything going on at B whatsoever. And I think at this point in time, they're going to make a call to rotate Snappy early because even Automatic has gone back to take the charge. Good play from Tarek to take down Madi. He still sits with just the 2 kills. He's struggling dearly, even on the pistol when all things are level and reset. All planted as a result of that single kill as well because good smokes by Cloud9 isolate the rest. Automatic does get Rubino on the flank as well, which means 3 players now isolated. Have to find immediate frags if they want any chance to success. And Nico is weak. He's gone. Skadoodle again on pistol is going to step up, and Stewie to shut it down 15-1, and 16-1 indeed might be our score.
Yeah, a little bit too easy for Cloud9 this one. Good warm-up for them. You can see they're comfortable. That's exciting for their future prospects as the tournament develops. So if you're not familiar with the Swiss format and how that works, you've already heard the term a few times. Maybe you're not an avid Counter-Strike viewer. You only see it like maybe once every 3 tournaments, maybe even less than that. And it will be basically, it's seeded tournament, I'd assume, so Cloud9 would be one of the favorites, so I'd assume they're seeded like near the top, Heroic near the bottom, considering the new lineup. And then whoever wins this game gets 1 and 0, and they'll play another team that also has 1 win and 0 loss. And the other way around, Heroic will play against a team that has lost the game as well. I'm just going to have to adjust myself, Matthew, you're going to take over.
Automatic, Tarek spraying everybody down. Tarek does the same, so does Automatic, and it's just Nico. As it's Nico sitting at the bottom of the stairwell. Stewie gets the shots, the final shots, and it's 16-1 Cloud9 map 1.